Welcome on back. Time now is 6:45. The second longest government shutdown in U.S. history. It continues today, and the Senate has already left D.C. for a long weekend without coming up with a deal. As we've been reporting, federal programs like SNAP, they're running out this month because of the shutdown. So let's go live to Scripps News Group political correspondent Nate Reed. And Nate, could the stoppage of food assistance change Democrats' minds on the ongoing shutdown?
Yeah, Tony, this is becoming an increasingly untenable situation, in large part because now Democrats are forced to pit the question of whether they want to keep up the fight for these Affordable Care Act subsidies, which expire at the end of this year. If they do expire, millions of Americans will lose their health insurance over the next decade. Or if Democrats pivot, vote to reopen the government simply because millions of Americans could then lose their food assistance programs on November 1st, when dozens of states will have their SNAP benefits run dry. Again, this is something that Democrats will have to contend with over the next week. No bipartisan compromise on Capitol Hill yet. As you noted, the Senate left town early for a long weekend. It's almost as if the government is open and things are functioning as normal. The Senate really not taking this now looming cliff with any increased urgency than what we've seen in the past. I asked some top Democratic leaders in the Senate, starting with Senator Dick Durbin, the Democrat from Illinois, Democratic whip, if he plans on changing his position. He said, we'll see. I also asked Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer if he would change his position as a result of this oncoming cliff on food benefits. He told me that his position for now is unchanged. But look, as we get closer and closer to the end here, there's a lot of questions about whether Democrats will fold given this massive looming deadline, which could affect millions of Americans. This shutdown, which has been felt by hundreds of thousands of federal employees, could get a lot more painful, not for hundreds of thousands, but millions of Americans who rely on those food assistance programs, Tony.
Nate Reed, live in D.C. Thank you as always, Nate, for that insight. And if you're impacted by this shutdown, we want to hear from you.